Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I'll come in like 1 more minute, sir. Then
Okay.
so yesterday's sum I did not understand a bit, sir. Last one.
No
No, you
problem.
asked which 6 months, half yearly or
Yeah.
cheap, that one.
Yes, yes. Okay. Welcome everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You can see this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So 1 second, sir. Go drink water.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Any other questions before we start? You are able to hear me, no? Clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm back.
Okay.
Sir, am
Everybody
I
will start.
audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
Okay. So in the last two classes, no, you saw the first 50% of compound interest. Okay. Today and tomorrow's class, you will see the last 50% of it. Right? It is
Yes,
divided into two major things. First, which you are seeing these four parts, and next, which you are seeing as these five tasks. Green ones we will do tomorrow, and the red ones we will do today.
Yes.
We have a lot
First,
to do tomorrow.
yes.
We have a lot to do tomorrow.
Actually, all this thing has been done. We just have to furnish it. Nothing
Yes.
else. Okay. Okay. So let's see part one. Right. So part one is base case and meaning of compounded. Or recon. This will also be a word which you will see. So base case is the same general picture, which means that there will be a principal amount in the starting. There will be n time period, which we generally take as years, number of years. There will be r percentage, which is called as a rate of interest. And fourth information is interest is compounded annually, let's say, rate of interest per annum compounded annually. So it looks like this picture, vertical stands. If n is the time period, they will be n in number. Okay, they all will be n vertical stands. Principal starts here and amount is here. In between also, if someone wish to ask, they can ask what is the principal for the second year, or principal for the third year, or principal for the last year. Or if someone wants to ask what is the amount at the end of first year, what is the amount at the end of second year, amount at the end of third year, like that. Our percentage rate of interest per annum means per year. So annum is another word for year. The meaning of compounded means whatever interest you gain in 1 year, it will be credited back to your account. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's say if you started with a principal of 1,000 rupees and your interest came to be as 150, then in that case, at the end of first year, 150 rupees will be given to you as your interest. Now, if I change this amount, if I change this annually word and say that interest is compounded half yearly, that is where you see that at the end of 6 months, the interest is credited to your account. Now, there is a very important thing which you need to remember, that the rate of interest is still per annum, but the interest is compounded half yearly. Okay.
So compounded means applied, right? Like
Compounded means given to you, credited to your account,
yes.
the
Sir.
final result. Okay. So although the rate of interest is per annum, per year, but interest is compounded half yearly means it is given to you at the end of 6 months, then next 6 months, then next 6 months. So you can say that it is a cycle of 6 months where you will see in your account that money is added. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if I say that interest is compounded quarterly, can you tell what it means?
The
So interest
the
is
interest is
compounded.
added very quarter of year, sir.
Yes.
So it's the same interest. It's the interest is in per annum, but it is given on like a quarterly basis.
Yes. So every 3 months, you will receive interest in your account.
1/4 of the interest of the entire year.
No,
Like
no,
you-
no, no,
Sir,
Sir,
1/4
like,
of the interest.
no. 1/4. Yes. That's,
Sir, it's like you the compound interest.
yeah, 1/4.
so
That
is
is
it
correct.
like,
That is correct.
So is
So-
it like the compound interest is 150 rupees, and every quarter of the year you'll get 30 rupees, 30 rupees, 30 rupees, 30 rupees.
So whatever
Sorry,
you
sorry,
gain
yeah.
as interest per year,
Right,
no,
sir.
whatever you gain interest per year will be divided 4 times.
Yeah,
So
that's
Yeah,
right.
1/4
and it'll be given.
of that, and it will be given.
That's
to
why we
you.
use the. That's why we use the year as like 1/4, 1/2
Yes,
in the
yes.
calculations. That's the
Now
mistake
there
we did
is
last time.
also what we can see, there can be certain fluctuations. Okay? People will like to play with words. What they will tell that the rate is 6% per half year and interest is compounded quarterly. Okay.
So that's like 3%, or they'll give 3% every. Like,
So if I say the rate of interest is 10% half yearly, then my base case starts from the 6 months.
So if the
And I
bank is
say-
lending loan for that interest, the person is in loss.
But that could be the case, but I want you to know that this word annum and compounded annually, half yearly, and quarterly defines
different.
our picture. It defines our
Yes, sir.
picture of the base case. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all right. So next in
Sir,
part
so
one,
you gave an example like the rate of interest is 6% half yearly and
yes,
and the amount will be compounded to your account quarterly, right?
half yearly.
Half yearly. So like what is
Yeah.
the difference, sir? Like I don't get it.
It's just a game of words.
How does that make
Over
difference?
here,
We will come
Get
to
like
that. Don't worry. In the
150 by
task 5, you see miscellaneous, no? We will come back
Yes,
to it.
sir.
Don't worry. Okay. So next thing in part 1 is this. What I have a principal amount. And I have a R percentage. This is rate of interest per annum. And I have N as number of years.
Time period.
Exactly. So these will be N in number. Okay.
Yes, sir.
R percent is always. So I want to know what is the amount at the end of N years. You know the procedure in the last 2 classes that was very cumbersome, and every year's amount we take as the principal for the next year and then we do it. There is a direct method also to gain that amount at the end of every nth year.
So
So
why did you say
capital
that
A,
previous class itself, sir?
because first we learn the hard way, then we learn the easy way. Okay. That is a
Yes,
general
sir.
procedure.
easy way will be even easier.
Because you
Yes, sir.
know the hard way, then only you will feel the easy way is easy. Otherwise, easy way will also be difficult for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I didn't understand the hardness.
So, okay. So amount A at the end of nth year is equal to principal into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n. Okay. So what you have to do, you just directly plug in the principal amount, which is the amount for the starting of the first year, rate of interest per annum, and the number of years which you are looking at. This calculation will give you the amount at the end of that year. If you remember in the last 2 classes, this is also the principal amount for which year?
For nth year.
N plus 1th year. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
is the situation.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to ask why this happens, how come this formula has come, which you
It's just
should
there.
ask, there is a reason behind that also. What you do, you physically go the hard way and find the amount for the first year. Take that as the principal for second year, find the amount for second year, and continue for 2 to 3 years. You will realize that it is following a pattern, and the pattern is just this one.
So, and what is R or rate of interest? Okay, sir.
Yes, rate of interest per annum. So always write the complete information.
Sir, but then like for the question we did in the last class, we had to find the principal, right? So can we find the principal with this formula?
If we know the amount and R and N, we can find.
Okay, sir. So like we wanted to find for year one, we wanted to find the principal of year one. How can we do it with this formula?
Simple. Find the amount of the first year, then you'll get the principal of the second year.
How will you do that?
Principal of
So
first
there
year.
is a note or see. So in part 1 there is a small note remark. In the above formula, can you tell how many parameters were there?
So,
Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, sir.
Four parameters, right? So
Yes, sir.
if you know any 3, you can find one. The other. If you know any 3, then other one can be determined. Simple, no? But if you know only 2, the remaining 2 are not known. In that case, you have to have certain additional information. Okay? If you know only
like
2,
two variable linear equations.
right? If you know only 2, then some common sense plus additional information is required.
Yes, sir.
Is the situation. So whatever you were asking, in that case, if we know only 2 parameters, look for other information. It will always be there, and who will help us? The picture,
Yes.
this picture. That will help us. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Understandable till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now let's look at part 2. Different rates for each year, interest compounded annually. Part 2. So what is the situation? The situation is there are n years again. There is a principal amount. % rate of interest per annum. And interest is compounded annually. So generally that is the picture, right? But I have R1 percentage per annum for first year. Similarly, R2 percentage is rate of interest per annum for second year. Likewise, Rn percentage rate of interest per annum for nth year. So I'm changing the rate of interest every year. So this is R1, R2, R3, and this is Rn. However, the principal for any year is the amount for the previous year, that is always same. Interest is compounded annually, that means you will see the credit at the end of the year always.
Yes, sir.
Hard way tells that we can still find the amount at the end of any nth year by simply following the chain. First find the amount for the first year using R1 percentage. Whatever amount you get, use that as the principal for second year. Then using R2 percentage, you get the amount for second year. Then chain continues. But is there a direct mechanism to know the amount at the end of nth year? The answer is yes.
So when the interest differs, right?
Sir, but like the rate of interest differs every time, right?
Yes, rate of interest it differs every year. It is fixed like 5%, 10%, 15%. But you already know before the starting.
So like it increases or decreases in a pattern.
Like it increases in a pattern.
What increases the rate of
The
interest?
rate of
So,
interest. Yes, sir.
yes,
Does
sir,
it?
like you said,
Could be
5%,
any,
10%,
could be anything,
15%.
could be anything,
Oh,
could be
okay,
anything.
sir.
It could be 5%, 3%, 10%, 1%. It can be in any
But
order.
if there is no pattern in it, how do we find it, sir?
Yeah, that is what. So the pattern is lying in the vertical stance. Even then, we can find the amount at the end of nth year. Okay. So the amount at the end of nth year is equal to amount at end of nth year is equal to principal into 1 plus R1 by 100, 1 plus R2 by 100.
So why that 1 plus, sir?
Yes, yes. Rn by 100. This is the amount. We will come. Why is that so? This is also, if you know the hard way, the amount at the end of nth year is utilized as principal for the n
Of
plus
the
1th
n
year.
plus 1th year.
Very good.
So that's just nearly
Principal.
the first one.
What? What is nearly the
So
first
this
one?
formula is like close to the first one.
Exactly. So, see, you know what happens in the part 2, every year has different rate of interest denoted by R1, R2 and Rn. Can you see if every rate of interest is same, then it is the factor 1 plus R by 100 multiplied n times. Or
Yes,
not?
sir. Oh, so it's quite like
So
exponential.
it will be
Oh,
the nth power of 1 plus R by 100. So if we
oh, okay, sir.
say
So that formula is derived from this.
yes, yes, we can
Okay.
say that this part 2 is a more general procedure.
Yes, sir.
But still, there are more general procedures available because here at least you are dealing with 1 year always. You are not changing that. If we could change the 1 year cycle and we take arbitrary cycles, then we might have a more general procedure. Okay. So this is just the second level of
Yes, sir.
generalization. Everybody understands?
Yes, so the formula
Yes,
becomes
sir, I
less
understand,
complex
sir.
but harder to do.
So you were asking of why this comes, why 1 plus, right? Who was asking? Sankalp.
So, Uncle, why are you there? I can see something green floating in Sankalp's screen.
Okay.
Hello, is anyone there?
Sankalp, Nitish, where are you?
Hello, Tarun.
You are there?
Yes, sir.
Able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good.
Sir, like, this mute symbol is not showing whether I'm in mute or not on your
Okay.
screen. Even if I am in mute, it says that I'm in unmute. But you
Okay.
cannot hear me. I don't know
Okay.
how. I stayed in mute because there's some construction work going on near my home.
Okay.
So if I unmute,
Okay.
it would be like disturbance.
Hmm. Okay. What about Sankalp and Nitish?
I don't know whether.
Okay, excellent. Okay, anyways, we'll continue.
Yes, sir.
So let's continue with the next part.
Sankalp left, sir.
Maybe
Left.
he was.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Hey, Nitish, where are you, da?
No, I was here only. I just went to drink water.
Why are you drinking water from 20-liter can? How long will it take?
How long will it take? How much you were calling me?
For about 5 minutes.
Actually. Sorry, sir. I just had to
You are
say-
able to understand part 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Even though you were there.
I'm a little bit done.
Okay, let's see part 3. Part 3, same rate for every year, but interest is compounded half yearly this time. Part 3. So there is principal amount. There is R percentage per annum. This time interest is compounded half yearly.
So am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Where were you?
So I had a power cut, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Impact
So
sir.
everybody is clear with part 2, right?
Yes,
Sir, can you just explain it again, sir?
This thing. You were asking why 1 plus is there.
Yes, sir.
So 1 plus is there because of the hard way. What you do
Because of the what?
because of the hard way which we learned in last
The
2
hard way.
classes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yes. So what you do, you see at the end of first year, find the amount. Okay. That amount is the principal amount for second year. Find the amount for second year. Then
Yes, sir.
follow
Oh,
the
so it's
chain.
like for the. Oh, so we're not finding the amount of the final year, but you're finding the principal of the next year. So we're adding that +1.
No,
If I'm not
not
wrong.
because
No,
of
principal will be the same, right? Why do we have to add +1?
See, I'll show you. Let's say this was the principal, and I'll do it only for 2 years. Okay. This is R1 percentage and R2 percentage. Formula says that amount should come as P into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So let's find the amount for first year. What it will be? Principal plus interest, the
Yes,
compound
sir.
interest.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how do I find? I know the principal amount. How do I find the compound interest?
So P
Compound
plus
interest
P
is
into
P
R
plus,
by R1 by 100.
uh,
P into
R1
R1
by
by 100
100.
P
Times
into
one.
R1 by 100.
times 1.
Yes,
P
sir.
times 1 by 100. Correct.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So if I am able to write, can I write it as P R1 by 100?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Can I take P common?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This will be that
P
1 plus
1
R1.
plus 1.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
the
Yes,
amount
I
for
get it.
first
I get it.
year
Okay,
is
okay,
one-
okay.
P into 1 plus R1 by 100. This
Yes,
amount
sir,
will
yes.
be taken as principal amount for the second year. Right?
Second year. Sir, so that's why you have to do the square root.
So see, now we find amount for second year. What is amount for second year? Principal for second year plus compound interest for second year.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you asked the
What
amount of
is-
second year?
This is amount for second year.
Sir,
This
so
is
it will
the-
be
Second year?
P, sir, principal of second year is P into 1 plus R by 100 and compound
Exactly.
interest of second year will be 1 plus R2 by 100. So it will be P into 1 by R plus R1 by 100 into P.
This is principal for second year. Interest is PRT by 100. So PRT,
So
what
is
is
it
PRT?
into P into
1 plus R1 by 100.
Is it correct?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, it's not.
Why?
Oh, okay, it's correct, sir. It's correct. Sorry, my bad.
Everybody understands?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can it be written as P into 1 plus R1 by, let's just simplify it. Plus,
This is the part I didn't understand yesterday, sir. I understood.
now you understood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is R2 by 100 into 100. Right?
Yes,
now what I
sir.
will do,
Yes, sir.
I will take common this thing and this thing.
Oh, okay. They're
How
the
did you
same.
get 100 into
Wait,
100?
yes. Sorry. My mistake.
Sir, it's correct, right, sir?
This is not. This is the.
Sir, it's already R by 100.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, so this is correct.
So maybe we
So I
can
can
write
just-
it better. This is principal.
So P times 1 plus R1 by 100 into R.
To
R2
R2 into 1
Into
to
1.
the whole 100.
Right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
this 100
It's
is
equal
not.
to the principal into R2 into 100.
What I will do, I will take common principal into 1 plus R1 by 100. Okay. What we will have in this place, we will have 1 plus 1 into
So how
R2
is-
by 100.
Sir, how is it divided by 100? I mean, how did divided by 100 become into go to R2 by 100, sir?
So it's like
Sir, like
2
yes.
into 3 into 1 by 100. Or let's say 2 by 5. So I'm writing it as 2 by 5 into 3 by 100 into 1.
So, like, can we write it like that?
Yeah.
Can we write it like that? It should be written as 2 by 5 whole divided by 100 into 3 divided by 100 into 1 divided by 100,
You
right?
can't write it like that. You
No,
can't
no,
write
no,
it
no,
like
no.
that.
Okay, if you are feeling confused, see it in this way. This is 2 by 5, 3 by 1, 1 by 1. Is it correct?
Yes,
And
sir.
100 by 1.
No.
Sir.
Yeah.
So multiply numerator's rational number.
Oh yeah, okay. Divide the
Yes, sir,
numerator
we get
with
the
the denominator and then we reciprocal it and then.
Yes. That's the
Okay,
same
sir.
thing. Okay.
So, we have. Okay. Yes, sir.
Sankar, think for 1 minute and you'll get it now.
Yes, sir. Yes, I got it.
Got it. No? Very good. Okay. So this comes as what? Principal into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus
Times
R2 by
1
100.
plus 1 into R2 by 100 or 1 plus 1.
Okay. Do you
Oh,
see
so
the
we're like
pattern?
getting
How
it
did you?
repeated.
Sir, but how did
1
you get
plus
P
R2 by 100
into?
whole square.
Sir, but how did you get P into 1 plus R1 by 100 into R2 into 1 by 100 equals to P into 1 plus R1 by 100
He took
plus,
common. He took common. He
Think of
took
it
P
in terms
into
of
1 plus
think of
R1
it in
by
terms of
100 as
rational
common.
numbers. Okay, Sankal, think of it in terms of rational numbers. You will write it. You will get it. Okay.
Yes.
You know how to reciprocate the rational numbers?
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Do that way only. You will get the same thing. If you don't get, we can again discuss. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's why this plus 1 factor comes. Okay. Now let's see the part 3. Same rate for every year. Interest compounded half yearly. Okay. Part 3.
Sir.
So there is a principal amount, R percentage, this is per annum, and we have N years. Interest is compounded half yearly.
Yes.
That means in a year, you will see your bank account credited twice.
Yes, sir.
One in the month end of June and one in the end of December. Okay. The picture looks like this. There is a principal somewhere. The rate is always same for every year. No complications in that. And we want to know the amount at the end of nth year. This is n years. Everybody
Yes, sir.
understands the picture?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Now to denote that interest is compounded half yearly, we put a small dash. A small dash here, 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 here. The yellow tick represents that you are going to receive the amount
Yearly interest.
every year 2 times. That's what it shows.
6 months. 1 by 2.
You know from the hard way that you can calculate every year's amount and principals and then get down at the last amount. But is there a smarter way to do it? The answer is yes. So the amount at the end of nth year is equal to principal into 1 plus.
R.
So let's see you can handle this or not. Okay. I don't know you can handle it or not. R by 2 divided by 100 by divided by 100 power n into 2.
Sir, can't
This
you
is
just write it R by 200?
200.
Yeah, why
I'll
can't you
tell-
just write R by 200?
I'll tell you the reason why I am writing like that
For better
and
understanding.
why we can
2n.
write it in this. Okay, 2n. Okay. Now the reason why I write in the first place like that is that there is a slang which we commonly say. This denotes that the rate is half
Oh, okay.
time is doubled. Okay, that's why that we people finish writing like that, although it is the same thing as this.
Yes, sir, I get it.
Okay.
So I
See,
have to relate
this-
it with the first formula.
Yes, yes. So why is that happening? It is happening because your rate of interest is per annum, but you are receiving the money 2 times. If you are going
Yes,
from the
sir.
hard way, the amount for the first year, if you calculate, you will utilize R percentage of P, but it is the amount for whole year, which will be given as half in the month of June and half in the month of December. That's why the rate is half. Now, why double time? You see, you are getting money 2 times than the
Yes,
number
sir.
of years. So if the number of years were 10, you are getting money 20 times.
20 times.
That's why time is double. Okay. So half money.
So
half
you're doing R by 2 because the rate of interest is being separated twice because it's half yearly.
because it is compounded half year.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Everybody understands?
Yes, sir.
If in the same case I say that everything is same, only difference is the interest is compounded quarterly.
So it will be R by 4 and N into 4, sir.
Exactly, yes. So rate will be quarterly divided and time will be quadrupled.
Doubled. Oh, yeah.
Double of double.
1 plus R by 4 by 100, the whole N.
Yes. Yes. Now also, so there is a remark here. The remark is if I have a interest is compounded weekly. Okay. So in general, there are how many weeks? 52 weeks.
Sir, I don't think any bank
Yes,
will
sir.
have weekly depositing.
They have.
They do have.
Daily also. They will have daily also.
So in that case,
Only
can
if
you see
Liti
what
started the
will be
bank.
the amount?
Oh,
P
Every
into
hour,
1
sir.
plus R by
R is
52 by 100 into
N into 52.
N into 52.
So are that
Right.
52 weeks?
Oh,
Just
okay.
52 weeks in a year?
I don't feel
So-
so less.
So
I know,
see,
right?
52
Summer
into
into
7,
52 days,
it becomes
365.
364. Now there is this one day. Okay. In that one
So the
day,
bank earns more profit.
exactly. So
So
that
if
one
Niti
day
starts
is
a bank,
managed.
it'll be like this.
The bank manages that one day in these calculations. Okay. Also, there is another remark.
So bank
There-
should.
So there will be a
Banks
holiday
should
on the day, so what we do?
Huh?
No. Like the banks will not deposit the money in that on that day, right? So banks will get a profit.
No,
So see
they will deposit
other
on the same
remark
day.
also. The
It's
other
a weekly
complications,
deposition, right?
banks doesn't stop when you have a holiday. Okay, first of all, the calculation keeps running, the software keeps running. You have a holiday or not, doesn't matter. Okay.
Bank
Other
only has
complications,
holidays on
Saturday and fourth Saturday.
Sir, but the bank people have holidays, sir, not the computers.
Yeah, second
Yes.
Saturday, fourth Saturday, and all Sundays.
Okay, so how can other
Power
complications
cuts are
arise? February, 28 or 29 days.
So it's cruel, sir.
Leap year,
1 day.
So
System
they get
crash.
2 days to manage, sir.
System crash, change of government.
Oh my god, in just 1 day.
How does the change of government matter with the banks, sir?
Matters. I'll tell you how.
Bank is a
So
government.
when the government changes, they changes policies of RBI. Okay.
Sir, but RBI
Which-
is national, right, sir? Not like only for state to state, right?
It is national and government is
No,
also
it is
central.
National
no?
Reserve Bank of India.
Okay.
Policies of RBI change policies of bank. Okay. So these complications may arise to calculate your amount, which will further affect your profits and losses, both sides, bank sides as well as the customer side.
Sir, so if
Understood.
you have to become a president, you have to be a chartered accountant also.
No, not necessarily. You need to have a common sense. Little knowledge of every domain. It will be sufficient.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, these were all. What do we have? Anything else? Okay. Part 4. You have
Yes, sir.
already seen.
Same rank.
What quarterly means? Rate
Sir,
1/4
my-
time 4 times.
Yes, sir.
Just for the
Can you go to
namesake.
can you go to that part 4 section, sir, once again?
Yeah, we did it verbally. We'll write it now. 4.
So what is part 4
Principal.
again?
Crack.
R% per annum. N years. Interest is compounded quarterly.
Okay.
So we don't know anything, sir.
Hmm?
We don't know any of the values.
Yeah, we didn't know any of the values in the previous one also.
No, not like
So
that.
you know. So it is just a notation. When you are given a question, you will be given the value of principal amount, rate of interest, n years, and the interest is compounded quarterly, half yearly, yearly, or whatever case. So amount
Yes.
at the end of nth year equal to principal into 1 plus r by 400 into 4n, or for a better understanding sake, 1 plus r
Quarterly.
by 4 divided by 100
900. 400.
n into 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is also the principal amount for the n plus 1th year. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Any
Yes, sir.
questions?
No doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir.
So what we will see in task 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 3 tasks are simple. So in that formula, you generally have 4 parameters. If any 3 are given, you can find the 4th one. So these first 3
So we learned
tasks relate to that. Okay. The rest of the 2 tasks are little different. In that, somebody will give you that under a situation, the difference between compound interest and the simple interest is 1000 rupees. you tell more about the procedure? Can you tell the time or rate of interest or principal? This is task 4. Task 5 is the most creative one. Task 5 says that one of the cases could be there is a bank account which is owned by two people, A and B. Joint account. And they all deposit amounts in a different way every year. And every year's rate of interest changes. So finally, how much amount is available for the person A and how much amount is available for the person B? Okay, so these situations could be there. The most general case is the following. The most general. If you are able to understand this, commercial mathematics is yours. The most general case is like this.
Even if I understand that it's not going to be
So
mine.
there is a no, yeah, it won't hurt too much. But try to see.
The most general case.
So see, there are K people who starts the account. The rate of interest is different. R1, R2,
So there's
R3.
K number of people.
Yes, K number. Like we had 2 people, no? This time K
Now we
people.
don't know the number of people.
More
So I
number
thought the
of people.
maximum number of people who can have a bank is 2.
No, we can have 3 also.
We can have how many ever the bank.
Yes, yes. Okay.
So we
Now
can.
this
So we can.
time period
So,
also
so
is
we
different.
can have. We can have one more than the population of Earth controlling our bank account.
Everyone puts $1, you will be a billionaire.
A multi-billionaire, not even zillionaire.
yeah.
Billionaire. No,
No, zillionaire in rupees.
everyone.
In rupees, in rupees.
You said $1.
No, that's not.
That's how it works. So
1
continue.
rupees
Sir.
means that just loss. Okay. Okay.
So, but we need to have track of people when and where that, like when and who deposited.
All of that will be done by softwares.
Yes, smart.
Okay. This is just a math
Like-
behind the software. The most general case which you can expect, at least in class 9th, is that a set of people starts the bank account at different rates of interest.
So, but
For
who has the
different
authority
time
for all the
periods.
money?
Who?
Who
So,
has
but
the
how can a
ownership
group
all
of
the money?
people?
Yeah, me and you can start a bank if you have money and we can lend people.
So I can, anyone can take the money out, sir.
No,
Yeah.
So
So
I
it
Or
can
you
take
can-
all the money and run away from Congo.
No,
Yes,
you
yes.
can't.
So,
See, you
So
know
it
what
all
I'll do? I'll
depends
take all
upon
your
the
house
policy.
documents and I'll have you. I'll take all your
Yeah,
house
right, okay.
documents and I'll have it. If you run, I'll sell them.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but what if he
Anyways.
doesn't have a house? He's a homeless.
Okay, Rash.
I won't even give him the money. I won't even give him the money if he doesn't have anything.
how much money do you people have?
Sir, I have
Zero.
23,000 or something.
Oh, wow. Very good.
Oh, in your bank
So, like,
account.
So
Sir,
Yeah.
So it-
actually, if
So I
you
have like
add
3
up
million if
everything,
you
I
count
must.
every bit.
Sir, if you
Yes.
add up everything, I must have 26 crores in my bank account, sir, because my
Not
mother
only
has
your
been.
money, not your parents.
No, sir. Like my mother said that when I was young, that every day, at least 10,000 will be added to your account.
Every day, or what?
That's what she
That's
said.
more than my dad's salary.
That's
okay,
what-
anyways, do you get the idea how the commercial mathematics work?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Much better than
So
how
we
they
will
teach in
see-
school.
Huh?
It's much better than how they teach in school. They
Oh.
teach it like they teach it like maths, not like commercial maths.
Yeah. Hey, it's
Okay,
because
very
there are more number of students, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll
Sankalp's
see
mother should teach us.
these.
Yes, sir.
We'll see these 5 tasks tomorrow, and that will be the end of this
Sir.
unit.
So
All
we
right,
have
sir.
done the most amount of chapters in maths, like most amount of chapters.
Yes,
like
sir.
the rest all teachers have done only 1 or 2 chapters. You're finishing the
It's
third
a-
chapter, sir.
See, it is not important how many chapters you are understanding. How many
How many
chapters I am
chapters you
completing?
understand?
Are you understanding or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That matters. Every chapter
Yes,
has
sir.
its own weight. Every teacher has its own weight. Let that continue.
Except what you did
There is
yesterday,
a
I
whole
just
year.
came home.
There is a whole year for you to learn. Utilize
sir.
the vacation time very well. Okay.
Yes, sir. So we still have a class tomorrow.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, we have a class. tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this week we
Thank you,
have
sir.
biology test.
Okay. All the best then. Good night.
No more.
No.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Good night,
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Good night.
Thank you, Sankalp. Learn like
Welcome.